Could a Primarch solo the Cyberpunk universe? Well, first off, Gilliman could almost effortlessly become the mayor of Night City, governor of California, and president of Noosa, somehow all of those things at the same time. And then you take Primarchs like Vulcan or Ferrus Manus or even Perturbo, they could go to any corporation, give them cool ideas, and then that corporation would suddenly become a monopoly with them as the CEO, and then you have the Khan who would love the nomads, and then he would unite them all, and then they would control shipping everywhere and have their own empire that way. The Primarchs are immortal geniuses. Of course they could take over a regular planet-sized planet almost bloodlessly using their brains if they had a couple years. But I get the feeling that's not what this commenter is asking. Now first off, if you had Atom Smasher, V, Shaitan, Morgan Blackhand, Oda, Sasquatch, all of them attacking the Primarch at the same time, might end with the Primarch being like, "Woo, you made me break a sweat, kids." Cyberpunk doesn't really have any gun-wielding people that could take on a Primarch. They're just way above there. But the main threat would be high-tier netrunners, the Black Wall, and the AIs behind the Black Wall. Some spoilers for 2077 here. Alt almost solos Arasaka Tower with just a tiny fraction of her perception on that. And then Songbird, same thing, wiping out platoons of Noosa Special Forces. If the AIs in Cyberpunk wanted to fight, then every single thing that was within a mile of anything that exists on the electromagnetic spectrum would become a weapon, including the Primarch's own armor, including the brains of cyber-augmented people. You would have Akira-style satellite bombings, toasters flying everywhere, potentially railguns on the moon sending rocks into the general area of the Primarch, and cyber zombies. And those would all be acting in unison, like controlled by a hive mind. Would you say that a Primarch could go in without armor into a Tyranid-controlled planet, fully conquered everything with just a bunch of Tyranids hanging out there and sending their hive mind stuff at the Primarch? Could a Primarch survive that? That's pretty much the question you're asking of if a Primarch could solo the Cyberpunk universe. You tell me what you think about that.